So yeah, this training area you have a stretch area. Moonboard 2024. Campus board, hangboards with pinches, and what that woman is doing. Even more different hangboards, and this little crimps, of course, to have a kilter board. So yeah, I would say the training area is like a 9. There's also a ventilation, where I'm gonna show it to you guys. Yeah, there's also ventilation, which is also really nice. So yeah, I think a 9. So yeah, before we're gonna start, there's a red one right there in the overhang. So yeah, I have a little bit of like a story, because I had done it, but well, let's say it this way, I thought I had filmed it, but my phone didn't record anything of it. So yeah, it was like in the middle of my session. I tried that red one and the red 7B, and I did it later on in a few attempts, I think like around like 5, and I thought like I like filmed it and it was like fine. So like, you know, I was like, you know, going to the next boulder. I filmed that one and I filmed the next boulder and the next boulder, and then it was like at the end of my session, I looked through all of my files, and what do I see? I didn't film that one at all. So I went back. I tried it a few times, but I couldn't do it again, because my finger skin was just like gone, and it was like basically at my end of the session. So yeah, I feel a little bit disappointed now that like I've like done it, but I can't really repeat it anymore in this session again. And like I'm just really like disappointed that I haven't like filmed that one, or like that my camera didn't film that one, because like it was a really cool boulder, but well. But yeah, at least I filmed the Mint 7B, like I guess that's fine, but like, I'm just like a little bit disappointed, because like I had put like a lot of effort into like trying the boulder, you know, I had to find the sequences that worked for me, but like, and then when I do it and I'm really happy about like the scent, I find out that there is literally no recording of it at all, because I haven't ever recorded the whole boulder, like ever. So yeah. Real quick thing, I forgot to say that I have a 7C Plus project right now in Amsterdam. I'll be trying to film that one, but I won't be, you know, really like making a video out of it, because there's also a logo coming soon. So if I can do it, I will make a short out of it and post it on YouTube. So yeah, I just really want to, you know, let you guys know real quick. So yeah, let's now get to the rating. So yeah, I've rated the training area. I will be rating the rest while I'm walking home, because while I'm walking to Amsterdam Central, the Amsterdam Central station. So yeah, what do I think about the route setting? Well, I think the route setting is really, really nice, but there are some problems. Like there was a 7A Plus, which had like blocked holds, and like you can basically like do that boulder, and that boulder is really easy if you're like really long, but like if you're like not long enough, it's basically like you have to go to a blocked sloper, which is really good if you hit it perfectly, but that's the thing, like it feels so like it feels way harder than 7A Plus, like if you're not long enough for it. So yeah, I would say that was like a minus point. Then you have like the red 7A, which I didn't film, but there was like you had to do a knee bar, and there was also like a little bit of like a length thing, and like, you know, the thing about like that the knee bar is basically I wasn't long enough for it, and I'm like, I think like the normal like person's height, like I'm 175, like 178, like around that height. So yeah, like it should be like doable for me, but even for me it wasn't like doable at all. And then there was like a older person which was a lot longer than me, and he just like flashed it. I think that was like a really bad boulder, I think, like with like setting, But yeah, like there was also some other boulders as well. Like on the Min 7A Plus that I showed you guys, there was also a blocked crimp. Like that was for like the less longer people, and that was basically like the only beat that you could do it, except like for like being long. And like the problem with that is basically if you don't have really much finger skin, that crimp is like gonna ruin your finger skin. If you're root setting and you block like a lot of holds off, which was definitely the case in this gym, like a lot of holds were like blocked off, which I didn't really like that much. Like then you will get the problem that that the root setting is going to suffer as well. Like the thing is, like, you know, I really like the root setting of the gym. Like it's really hard. It's definitely like a lot stiffer than most other gyms. But yeah, like the thing is also, like with root setting, it's really important that the boulders are like the hardest boulders, but also the easier boulders are like they should be, and like it should be enjoyable to climb. That's what root setting is about. And I feel like this gym just, like, you know, has really good root setting, but right now the boulders just feel like not super great. But there's like some really good boulders though in the gym, so I'm gonna give it like an 8, I think. Yeah, an 8. Oh, the cleanliness. I think the cleanliness in this gym is, yeah, well, I think this gym is really clean. I think the holes are really clean. Like I didn't feel any sweaty holes at all. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give the cleanliness in this gym, I think, a 10. I think this gym is really clean when it comes to like the mats, like where you land on. Like the boulders themselves are really clean, and also like, you know, the room itself is quite clean. With air quality I have like a little bit of a lower score, but I'll be telling you guys why in a moment. But yeah, I think the cleanness in the gym itself is just like really good. I think one of the best clean gyms that I've visited, like for so far, like for as far as I have seen at the moment. So I'm gonna give it a 10. The friendliness, I think the friendliness in the gym is quite high. I think like an 8. Why I'm not giving it a 10 is because I know a few people in the gym, and they are really nice. I have also known a few other climbers, like monk climbers in the gym, who are also really nice. You know, you can't really film the gym, just like feels like, you know, gym that just, you know, all of the students go to like, you know, like together, and you know, they talk about everyone and everything. And sometimes I just feel like, you know, it's not really that friendly what comes out of their mouths. But like the rest of like the monk climbers themselves are really nice. But like it was so crowded, and you could like hear so much. It was like, you know, yeah, I think an 8. Air quality and conditioning. What do I think about the air quality and the conditioning? Well, I saw like a lot of smoke in the air when I came into this gym today. And like a lot of people use chalk, but like I see like that there isn't like a super good conditioning with, like, you know, that the chalk goes away when you know, smack it around. But like it like basically like was like stuck in the air. I don't know if I explain it well, but basically like you could like literally like see the chalk in the air. You could like kinda smell that it was like a little bit like sweaty. Like that the air was quite thick. So yeah, I'm gonna say like a 7.5, because like sometimes there is really good conditioning, like when it's like not super crowded, and there's also really good conditioning above. But I just didn't really felt it today like I normally did in the gym, so I'm gonna give it a 7.5. But yeah, I think the conditioning still is like really well, like a lot better than Kastov anyways, so good job. Safety and safeness, what do I think? I think the safety and safeness in Monk is quite well. I think it's really good what they are doing. It's really safe gym. You can also see like stickers on the mat that you can't, like, you know, lie there or like, you know, sit with your legs like on the mat itself. You have to be like having your legs like of the mattress. There's like a lot of sitting places, which is also really nice. If you're not really following the rules, there will be people from the gym itself that will be coming to you, speak to you about like the rules. Now a little bit of like a bad thing, why I'm not going to give it a 10. So yeah, I felt like, today, like definitely like in the evening it was super crowded. On Mondays it's usually like, quite chill, there's not super much people around. But then like, on the Tuesdays it's like really crowded, or well, at least today. And like it was like filled with like people that just started climbing. Problem was beginning to form because like not only almost all of the sit places were like basically like filled with people. There was also like a lot of people just walking around the mat, just like, climbing, like, whenever they wanted to climb, and where they want to climb. So that was like a really bad thing. Some people that just climbed a boulder like 10 times, and like there were like a lot of people that just climbed after each other, so you couldn't really like climb, which was like quite irritating. I was like waiting for like most of the time that I climbed, which was like quite annoying, which like took only longer for my session to like, go on. Like because of that I had to like, stay longer in the gym until I've done specific boulders. While normally in like gyms that are like, that are quite social but don't really have super much people in it, it's like, normally that I just, am done in 3 hours. But right now I had to literally like take another hour like on top of this like 3 hour session, just to like, do a few boulders, because like a lot of like there were like so much people climbing after each other that I almost didn't really got any tries on the boulders that I really wanted to try. Yeah, I feel like, that just, ruins the fun also a little bit. So I'm just gonna say like the safety and the safeness in this gym, because of that, is like an 8. I'm gonna like, give it an 8, because like the rest of the gym, yeah, like usually like in the middle of the day is just really nice. And like, you don't really have like a lot of people that are just like sitting around, even though like in the evenings it's like I feel like too crowded. So yeah, now for the total score. This gym has got a total score of a 8.3, which is right now the highest score any of the gyms that I've visited has. I think this gym deserves this grade. I think there are still a little bit of like better gyms than this specific gym, but like this is one of the best gyms in the Netherlands. Even though it's a quite small gym, which made the gym like go down a little bit in points. And yes, the route setting has declined a little bit. It's still a really good gym to not only train comp style but also get really strong. The route setting itself is just really hard, and like you're learning a lot in this gym because the boulders themselves are also really technical. Even though I think Monk Eindhoven and like Boulder the campus will be getting a higher score than this gym, I think this gym still has a really solid score, and it's still like one of the best gyms in the Netherlands that almost everyone in the Netherlands has visited like at least one time. Um, which just says enough about the gym itself. Um, but yeah, next video I'm going to visit Sterkspoor. Um, I will still be working on the 7C Plus project, and I will still be trying to do that one. Um, and yeah, there will be like a lot of monk videos that I will be making. I was a little bit disappointed about that I couldn't really like, the challenge video before the waiting gym video, like this waiting gym video. But yeah, like I just couldn't really trust the train system, because like it was literally like the snow was just like gone like just a day ago, and like a lot of like online websites and like news, like also the radio said that it was going to snow on the Monday, so I just didn't like took a risk on Monday. But yeah, it was like kind of a waste, because I could have gone I could have done the challenge already and posted the video online, but yeah, like I just wanted to be careful and I didn't really want to get trapped like at the other side of the Netherlands. So I'll probably still be doing the challenge either way. I think like later this year, but yeah. But yeah, the reason why I post this video 2 days later than, because in my previous video I said that I would be uploading the video on Tuesday. The reason why I uploaded this video on Thursday is because I had a lot of schoolwork. I almost had no time to even edit this video. I did that all on like Wednesday evening. Like, I found just a little bit of like time to edit this video. Um, but yeah, like, I just try to upload these videos as fast as possible. And I just try to, work really hard on them. But yeah, like, I've already like given up on like, that things always go to plan. Because I know that things just can suddenly change and then you're basically like a week stuck without, you going like anywhere. Um, so yeah, I just, know that planning everything and thinking that's always gonna happen is just like not a really good mindset. But yeah, I just try to film like a lot of good content for you guys, so you guys have a lot of like um interesting like hard stuff that you can like watch, but also some of the easier climbs, so you guys can always get also get motivated and you know um you know, can try to get better and try to push grades like I did basically. So yeah, I think this was it for this video. I will see you guys in Sterk Sport. I'm gonna be raiding that gym and I will definitely be climbing in Monk. But yeah, I think I will still have to see when I will be making my next Monk video. But I think this is like a pretty good start, even though I didn't do my challenge video. Um, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys later.